Welcome guys back. My name is Senki from Digimon, and today you saw it. We talk about Venusmon Sakuyamon yellow control with red X. Yes, a lot of themed here, and this deck was pretty good in Japan till I have 4 copies from this, and I only need 1 copy anymore. So it was the second most top deck there, and now it represents in Europe. How good is it? What can it do? What is the deck looking? This is the information you need on this video. But first, right, left, hit the thumbs up button for more awesome content, and subscribe for free to grow more into the game. And let's go with the deck profile. Okay, we are right now here at the deck profile, but quick, we only need some few more subs to end our giveaway. We having 3 BT10 boosters and this Digimon Fest set. I hope we get it to the next video, then I can spin the wheel and I have something new for you at my back to get. This is a sponsored giveaway, but we coming to this next time to give you something back because you're supporting me a lot, guys. Thank you very much. And I prepared 2 deck lists for you because we can play this deck in 2 different ways. We can play it in a red egg version, or we can play it in a yellow version. But which version is better, I will come later on, because some cards we are missing and some optional cards you can change in your deck list. So this is our more control heavy deck list. Maybe you saw Mario's list coming out yesterday, or some few weeks later, if I post this. He uploaded one a little bit more aggressively with new choices. You can check this out as well. We'll link him down below because his some ideas was pretty nice and inspired me. And red egg we having 4 Digimon, EX02 support. You can draw 1 additional card if you swing with the Gilmon. You have the red options available if you hatch him, if you don't have the Gilmon. We play as always our Kazemon and Zephyrmons to Kazemon evolve over Tamer with Zephyrmon over the top, boosting our security and getting more draws into the game. We playing 4 Magna Angemon, but you can cut it as 3 off and cutting 1 more Rise-Creamon up. Magna Angemon is our hard play here. We trigger recovery 1, and you turn if you have 3 security cards, we gain plus 1000. What is for every security card, so if you have 6, but it happens not so often. Maybe if you have evolved like Wargreymon or Metallica playing, then you get the boost. But you playing the Rise Greymon that says you made Digivolve, you might play 1 yellow Tamer. And this is pretty good because then you have a little bit more accuracy because the +1. You can play as well the red-yellow Rise Creamon. I'm not a fan about it, but if you want to, you can play it as well. If you play a lot of Shoutmon, minus 2000 DP is a lot versus the deck. And we playing the 1 copy of the Jet Sylphimon. We only have 1 Jet Sylphimon, so if you see Japan's deck list, they're playing 4, we can't because we have it at 1. To the level 6s, we have some new level 6s you see here. We have the Sakuyamon Maid mode. When digivolving, you might use an option card with plugin in its name, or a yellow option with a memory cost of 5 or less from your hand, ignoring color restriction, and without playing its memory cost. Then after using the option card, instead of trashing it, place it on top. So you use the option card, what is pretty nice, and then you get it over your security. And now later on the nasty thing plays can happen. Then you can put Tactical Retreat in there. You can put Holy Flame in there that you can get OTK'd, what is pretty nice. But Holy Flame, a lot of decks can play around it because they have security +1, like Jesmon, like Shoutmon. Cross X7, X6, X4 is draw, X6 is X5, is it right? X5 is +1 security, yeah. You have the Tai +1 security. Black Wargreymon has +1 security. You can make a little bit damage and you can prevent being OTK'd. but we don't have blocker in this deck, so you can play around this card. This is Blue Flare has +1 security. It is nice to have, but like a tactical retreat we cover you instantly. One, it's more than enough because you don't get OTK'd or something like that. Then we have Venusmon. Venusmon Mami is a pretty nice card. It costs 4 to Digivolve. When Digivolve, all of your opponent's Digimon gain -1 security, so it is pretty nice. Until your opponent's turn ends. And opponent's turn. Your opponent's Digimon with security can't attack this Digimon and any Digivolving, and when the attacking effects, this Digimon don't activate. If you play Yu-Gi-Oh!, you know the card Skill Drain. This is Skill Drain with boobs. Like crazy Digimon. Like it's pretty broken. I love this Digimon. And we playing, of course, the 2 Def Xmon. You can bump it up at 3 if you want. This is pretty nice. Worst is Jesmon. All X-Cross deck like Blue Flare, like X-Cross Heart. It is pretty dope. Some Evo decks you can Digivolve and do some stuff because they play a lot of Tamers. It's pretty nice card. This card is pricey, but it has its value to have it in your deck. Trust me that. We coming now to the last level 7. This is Susannomon. Because if you play some grindy games and X-Cross Hearts, Fear was this card in Japan because you cycle a lot of times, and then Susannomon on pressure with 3 checks is pretty hard, and one of your opponent's Digimon is a pretty nice effect to come and handle. You pay a lot of costs, but it's pretty nice to have the Susannomon. Of course, we'll be playing the red package, so we can play 2 Crimson Plays and 2 Fireball. Crimson Plays is delete all of your opponent's Digimon with 6000 DP, or less your opponent can play Digimon by effects until the end of the next turn. So, Jesmon, X-Cross. No, this card is pretty good in the next set. Fireball is if you don't have Gilmon, but if you have Gilmon and Digimon, swing with Gilmon and Digimon, draw 2, with Fireball, draw 4, what is pretty insane. Draw 4 and then play a Tamer for 3 or something like that. If your opponent have a Memory Tamer, it's pretty nice, and you have 4 more cards in your hand, do a lot. Reinforced Memory Boost, you know this card, top deck 2 cards, pick 1, the other one goes into your health. Holy Flame is a target that you can play with the Sakuyamon Maid mode, -3 on one of opponent's Digimon, and then put it over. And we play the hate card that all guys wanted at the list, like Crimson Blaze, Sunrise Buster. This is busted because it has Buster in its name. And you might play 1 yellow or red Tamer card from your hand without paying its memory cost. Then one of your opponent's Digimon gets -3000 for the turn for each yellow or red Tamer you have in play. So you have Rice Cremon and this card to play Tamer for free, what is pretty nice. And you can delete something, what is pretty cool. So you -DP something and you can play 2 if you have the memory, and then can delete something to play out something. And security is the main effect, it's like nice. For the Tamers we play 3 Tai, Kamiya and Kamiya. If you have 3 or 4 security cards, game 1. If your opponent has 3 or 4 security cards, game 1. Sometimes you are on a pressure situation, you need the 1 memory, what is pretty handle. And one of your red or yellow Digimon attacks, you must spend this Tamer to all of your opponent's security gets -2000 for the turn. It's pretty nice when we check with Susannomon or like making a little bit of trip damage and surviving. Go for the Jet for the heal, or go for the Rice Command for the Tamer play if you have 3 memory, and then go with the level 6 over it. It's pretty cool. Then as our memory Tamer, we're playing 4 TKs. TK is always broken, pick up 1. And we're playing as well, if you have Fear Security, the TK and Kari to gain 2 memory, to having 5 at our turn to do more, and -1000 DP if you have Digimon attacks. If you want to play the yellow red Rice Woman, you have 3000, with 2 you have 4000 minus you can do on the board. Zoe we always need in our deck to play. And yes, you can play, like I say, Tactical Retreat if you don't like the Holy Wave, or you can play the Rice Cremon Red if you like to, the old one here. But this is this deck list for the red egg yellow hybrid version. I like this more because we have a lot of more cards, a lot of more viable cards to do something versus our opponent. And now we're coming to the yellow one. we're playing for Upamon. You can play Viximon if you like to. Playing an option card with 2 cost give you a draw, but I like Upamon more because we're playing a lot of security +1 heavy face meta with a lot of rush, so we're triggering often the Salando Upamon, so the reason why I'm playing Salamon. You can play Pilumon if you like. This is the your opponent can't reduce the play cost yellow card, but I don't like it very much. Instead of, you played in the Japan meta a card called Harrismon, and we don't know how to get it because security at the end of the battle, one of your opponent's Digimon gains security tech -1, the Digimon checks 1 inferior for a turn and then add this card to its owner hand. So it is a security Digimon we can put with tactical retreat in it. So this is the reason why we don't play so much tactical retreat right now, because we don't have the Harrismon. This is one responsibility thing for the choose between of yellow and red egg. We having the 4 Magnamon again, and the Anje Woman from the starter deck, because on play you give your opponent -2 security, what is pretty dope. If they plan something with this deck, they can do something. And while you have a purple Digimon in play, you gain +1, and we play some purple cards in our deck, so this time comes sometimes handy. Avenge Kidmon, you know, if you played versus the deck, we play a lot of options this time, so it comes a little bit of handy. DP 8000 or less. Beeldstarmon getting support cards as well, new option cards. Maybe they see some play and then you have the direct counter with it, but pop something is pretty amazing and have something on board. You can plan to play like Mario, the Omnimon, or from the new set, or you can playing the new Omnimon we're getting. Where is it? I need to find it. Because you can evolve it over a red card. If you are spicy, you can read this card up and can play all the BT10 Omnimon if you are spicy, if you want to play some spicy. Sakuyamon, I talked about, you can play something and put something back into security. The skill train Venusmon we're having 3 Death Xmon this time, because we are playing Calling from Darkness. We can cycle that and gaining +1 security if we have a level 6 over it. We play as well Flame Half-Life to DP -something on the board, and 6000 is pretty good to delete something on the board, and then can play our Magna or our Salamon again from our discard pile. We're playing this time for Holy Wave to generate some life back, and playing the grind game with our opponent, and we're playing a new card, Lonko Teasticato. This card codes. If you have a Pulsemon or a Digimon with Pulsemon institution cards in play, you might use this card without meeting the card requirements. This part you can ignore because we don't play Pulsemon. Main, if you have 3 or more security cards, one of your opponent's Digimon gets -12,000 DP for a turn. If you have 3 or fewer security cards, place one of your opponent's Digimon face down on top of the security stack. So they are like Chaos Decregate. And when not, you can make -12,000 DP on your opponent, but it's pretty okay. If you don't like it, you can play Chaos Decregate instead of it. Tactical Retreat we're playing as a free off because we want this card in our security, and if we swing with something or don't have the Holy Frame as a target, we can put it back. With the Venusmon, maybe we swing with something on the board, like Salamon, it survives, we're hitting a Tamer, then we're playing with Venusmon Tactical Retreat, put 1 back, and then put the Tactical Retreat back, so it's 2 life, swing at the Tactical, it's technically 3 life we're getting back, what is pretty insane. Then we having the Reinforced Memory Boost in our deck. You can like say, I don't want to play the Tactical Retreat, I want to play for Holy Wave, you can do as well. We have the 1 Reinforced Memory Boost here, we have the 4 Holy Flames and 1 Met, and if you say, okay, I don't like the Met either, we can play the... I got this one. The yellow Rookie I mentioned before. We can play in our deck as a 2-off because we have 2 space left. That's no worries because you can flex up, but you can play Mimis if you want to, as the old version we play, but we're playing as well for courage because we're getting attacked a lot of times, game of memory. We're playing only 3 TKs because we're playing a lot of other options we can pick. If you don't have yellow one, then it's pretty hard, sometimes it happens. That's the reason. We're playing 2 TK carries and 2 TK to bump our security up, plus 2000. You can play it if you want in a rapid version with this deck, but I think this deck list topped a lot of times in Japan after the Jet Sylvie hit at 1. So I think it's pretty dope to play this, and you can play it around with some new cards. I hope we get the Harrismon sometimes, because if you have Harrismon in our deck, then you cut Holy Frame to 1. Maybe you don't play the carries then, or the little TKs, then you can put the little TKs away, and then we could play like Tactical Retreat 4. So we had 48 and 2 of the Harrismon, so we have 6 additional rookies, what is pretty insane. But this was my whole introduction about the new way to play security control. I hope I like you guys, and we see us on the next deck profile. Have a nice day, stay healthy, you're safe.